Well, very good evening to you. Let's say hello to a few people. I know we've got Steve in the room, Lynn, Barry, Don, Richard, Stefan, and Bob. Welcome to the Zoom room, guys. We're going to be talking about Black Friday tonight. If you're watching on one of the streams and you want to join the Zoom room, you have to go to the Inner Circle Mentoring Group for DFY Magic Themes, and the link is inside of the description. Well, hello, good evening, and welcome. Let me spotlight the usuals, because I should have done this earlier and I didn't. Here we go. That's better. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful week. It's been super exciting. And thank you for the well wishes. Last weekend, I was absolutely lousy. And I got to Sunday and I knew there's no way I could do anything. I was drained. And it was, so in the end, I just went to bed and put a message in the group. So thank you all for all the kind messages. It means an awful lot when we get those messages coming in from you guys. And it's nice to see some of the Cloud Lifers in the room as well, Cloud Key Lifers. We did a great session this morning. And on Wednesday, the USA guys, I'm doing a session for them Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, 10 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If any of the UK guys want to jump on that, let me know. I'm always happy to send you the link, and you can just come along if you want. You don't have to, because we do the Friday morning call for that. And lots of exciting things for those stuff. But how are you, Robert?
I just wanted to say I haven't been active in the groups. I have been just nose to the grindstone, getting these things done so that we can have them ready for the Fires Agency website and the content. So that became the highest priority, and it's just like, I don't know where the time goes. You spend 12, 14 hours a day and you're just done. But anyways, my apologies for not being as active. I know that we'll still watch sport tickets. I got a little behind there too, but yeah, I'm slacking on the beach. I wish I was. Anyways,
and really exciting Black Friday is coming up. We're going to share inside the Inner Circle some information about Black Friday coming up, but we're also going to talk about Black Friday in general. And the thing with Black Friday that we want to say to people is Black Friday, people see lots of shiny objects and they start buying everything. I've got to have this, I've got to have that for my business. Make a list of the things you need the most in your business, write them down, and then look for them on Black Friday. So it's reverse psychology, okay? You'll get tons of emails coming through going, get this, get that, get this. And a lot of the time, some of the Black Friday deals aren't as good as what they would be outside of Black Friday. Amazon's very well known for doing that sort of thing on some of their deals. In the UK, we got an electrical store called Curry's. You'd think it's an Indian takeaway, but it isn't. And so there's deals that they're running in there. And interestingly enough, a few weeks back, we got a new washing machine, and I looked at the Black Friday deal to see if it was any cheaper, and it's actually slightly more expensive, which is very interesting. Yeah. So you have to be very careful on what you're doing. So for those that love shiny objects and you spend all the money in the world, right? And I've done this myself. Make a list of the things you need in your business, the tools you need that you use regularly, right? If there's tools that you haven't used for 6 months, cancel them. You can always come back at a later date and buy them again. There'll always be offers coming up. think about it this way, right? There was a tool, an image tool I had. I was paying monthly for it for ages, and I went, I haven't used that in 6 months, so I cancelled it. And then 6 months later, this is last year, they did a Black Friday deal, which was a lifetime deal, and it worked out cheaper than paying a year. So I went and got it, you know. And that's the thing you got to look at. You know, another good example. AppSumo have just brought back Niches, which is an AI writer, and Niches has improved a heck of a lot since when I originally got it. You know, and I knew there was a few people who were after that. And I just said to them, wait, it'll come back to AppSumo, or there'll be a lifetime deal or something else on it. So, but make a list of the things you're going to use in your business and make sure that they are suitable for what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, the simple way to say that is, if you want to focus on simply doing local videos for local business, then you need to look at video tools. But if you're not doing videos and you're not plan on doing video, why are we buying video creation products? You know, it's just an expense and a distraction from what you want to do. So think about where your businesses go. What is your passion, and where is it going to go in business? What are you going to focus on? And then, you know, also you can always do the outsource arbitrage, where if you don't want to do a particular thing, you collect money for it and have somebody else do it for you at a cheaper price.
Yeah. And I know Steve in the group's just mentioned deposit photos on AppSumo, where you can get. I'll share my screen a second, and this is on AppSumo right now for 2 more days. They say, because what AppSumo do a lot of is running up to Black Friday, they end a lot of the deals, and they may or may not come back. But I've never known AppSumo to do a deal and then say you can get it cheaper on Black Friday afterwards. Well, do you know what you do? It's a little secret. If you buy something, don't use it. Wait till Black Friday. If it's cheaper, right, buy it again, but refund the other one.
Yeah.
Because there's a refund button inside of AppSumo, so you can get your money back. All right. And so leave it to the wire. But Steve had just said to us in the group, deposit photos. If you come down and look at their offer, you can get 100 photos from them or /vectors, and that is $35. $35 for 100 photos that you can use. Yeah, it's a bargain. And then of course you go up to 270. And if you are a pro user of AppSumo, you get a further discount. So that's quite a nice little feature. And look, you go right up to $350 for 1,000 photos if you've got the money. Obviously, you know, most people maximum, it take me quite a bit to get 100 photos. And the other tip with this as well, don't download high quality photos from them. Download the 1 credit photos, because on average, they're good enough quality for the internet and for your websites. You don't need high quality photos. All right. Now, the other tip with this as well is you don't need to necessarily get photos. Let's say you're gonna do a roofing website. Well, guess what I own in my pocket? A mobile phone.
You do?
Yeah. And so when I'm out and about and I see them working up on a roof, you know, doing something to someone's roof, I'll take some photos, because by law, photography in public, you're allowed to do. There's no privacy in public, and you can take photos. Now, of course, it might be an idea to say, you know, snap some photos quick without them knowing, and then ask afterwards and say, do you mind if I get a couple of photos of what you're doing to show my missus? Once they're on your phone, they're yours. So, you know, I was in a DIY store the other day, and my partner said, what on earth are you doing? And I was taking photos of kitchen sinks and baths and stuff. I said, oh no, ready for a plumber's website when I put my own up. You know, IKEA, right? Most people have an IKEA in their country now, right? Go around IKEA taking photos of stuff that may come in useful for what you want to do. A day out with the missus, obviously, you know, or your partner, you know, obviously you don't want to take your credit card with you. You might spend too much while you're in there, but you can have it. And it is a day out, because you have to walk up and down the aisles. There's, you know, the shortcuts, right? But, you know, most IKEAs have a fantastic restaurant there. So what you do, you say, I'm taking you out for lunch. You know, hey, missus, I'm taking you out for lunch. Oh, okay. Where are we going to? Oh, that's a surprise. And then you walk around IKEA, snap picture, you know, and away you go. So you've got all the photos in the world, but $35 for 100 photos anyway is fantastic in my opinion.
Well, like I said to you the other day, Steve, you know, we were putting windows in the house, right? So we did some major construction, and the whole entire time I've been snapping pictures, and not because I want pictures of the house or the job. I want pictures for websites.
Mm.
So now I have, you know, drywall, I have block work, I have construction, I have general contractors, I have rebar, I have windows, doors, just anything you can. There's so much that's been done, and we're not finished. So I
Yeah.
just keep taking more pictures. You know, you actually have workers moving the trowels, putting the drywall mud on and stuff, and you just get the back of their head, and they're yours. Those are hard pictures to get. So yeah, you get a deal on AppSumo, or you take your own while people are working around your home, or like you said, roofing is. I've been doing that for years. When I see something, a roof going on, or a roof being stripped, or you know, the new shingles being put on, or whatever they're doing, I stop and I take those pictures. If I see a roof with a big blue tarp, I stop. I take that picture of that house.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing that says I need a roof more than a house with a blue tarp over it.
Talking about photos, something new with Facebook. Two things to say about Facebook. Number one, if you take someone else's photo and use it as your own copyright material, you'll get your hand smacked and you'll be put in Facebook jail for a month or so. Secondly, they're bringing out what's called pro accounts, and what we have found, a few of us have found, is when you switch to a pro account and you go, it's not working right, and you switch back, it can then start causing errors on when you switch back. So a lot of people in a group I'm in have been saying, if you get off of the pro version of Facebook, don't switch, right? It's free to switch over. I think it's called professional profile or something. Just stay on what you're on for the time being, because like all these platforms, they're going to take some time to sort themselves out, iron out any bugs. You know, and something else that might be worth considering as well in our industry is get yourself a mobile phone, set another profile up as yourself, but use your middle name instead, maybe, or an abbreviation. Like with me being Steve, and I use Steve, and create another account on another phone, and just build it up slowly. Right? Don't go jumping, you know, making lots of friends instantly. You add one or two people that you know, and build it up slowly and gradually, and make sure you know the people in there. Only because if you need to recover the account anytime, it will ask you, send some messages to friends, and if it's sending out messages to people you don't know, you won't be able to get the account back. But warm it up, connect to Facebook groups, put some posts in. But the main important thing to remember: don't put copyright material on your own Facebook profile or wall. Share things, that's fine, because you're sharing someone else's content. You won't get in trouble for that. So and I know Steve mentioned niches. Is that better than spin rewrite? And niches is more like Article Forge. And so I always say with generating content of your own, Article Forge is by far the best. They've done some fantastic upgrades in the recent months, by far. And also Article Forge spins the content for you. Niches I haven't played with recently, but I've been told there's been a lot of good updates in it as well. And that's all. I think that may be as a lifetime deal on AppSumo. I was going to just go and have a look and see if I can see it anywhere. But the main thing is once again, when it comes to any of these products, has to be something that you've been thinking about getting and using yourself.
Right.
Not don't buy it for the sake of it. Don't go, oh my God, I've got to get it because it's on offer. Because if you're not going to use it for the next 12 months, well, guess what? Wait till next year. You know? I think the new version of Spin Rewriter is much improved. Yes, I've heard a lot of people say that as well, Steve, on the new Spin Rewriter version. But once again, it's are you going to use it? You know, stay on the old. By the way, more people stay on the old version, right? It causes an inconvenience to the owner of the app. You know, if you get like 500,000 users still on the old version, you want to be moved over, you'll do even cheaper deals. They always do. But that's the direction really with that. You know, once again, as we said, write down the things you're going to need, and and then shop. You wouldn't go to a supermarket, with a grocery list and just go, right, I'm just going to buy nothing but baked beans today and take them home. 300 cans of baked beans. That's my tea for the next month. I think if I did that, the missus would tell me to eat them all for the next 3 months. So it's
we'll leave that one alone. We're just going to leave that one alone. By the way, our DFY deal. We've been thinking about this. We've been thinking about this for 6 months. What is the most important thing that we can do for anybody out there? And that is to get them up and running as fast as possible. Doing build, rent, and rank websites.
And we're going to be sharing more about that on the Inner Circle with what's coming up, which is super exciting. Super exciting.
But don't miss our DFY deal. If you're into any of the build, rent, and rank processes, don't miss our DFY deal.
And it's seriously going to be at the best price, and we're stacking up the deal. We've done some other things with it to make it even sweeter for people to be able to get in on this. And by the way, if you are an existing customer of ours, we'll be talking about that on the Inner Circle. So we always look after existing customers, as you all know. So if you're not an Inner Circle member, you won't know what that's going to be in a minute when we say goodnight to you. Is there anything else you want to share with all the groups that while we're still on, Robert?
Well, in case we don't get to talk to you or see you, we have a major U.S. holiday coming up, which is Thanksgiving, and Christmas
Thursday.
It's Thursday the 25th, I believe, next week. So it's right around the corner. So we want everybody to have safe holidays, enjoy their families, your dinners, and again, it's all about family. It's all about what you do with your time, and the years go by, the day it's so fast that take that time and be safe out there, because I don't know about in the UK, but all of a sudden there was a new word. What was it called? A thunder snow. Never heard that term before, but there's a big snowstorm, blizzard type thing going across the Northeast today and tomorrow, and they closed the schools, they closed all kinds of businesses because it's just coming in. They're talking feet of snow all at once, like whiteout conditions. So be safe out there and enjoy your Thanksgiving if we don't see you until afterwards.
No, absolutely. And just focus on your business, make it this year, and into next year that you're going to get to where you want to be. Everybody wants to be able to work from home. Everybody wants to have that laptop lifestyle. And it's just when you get that first sale in the bag, it's super exciting. It really is. And we've got people in this room that I can see right now in the Zoom room that I know have made money with what we do already. People who are just taking their first steps with the Cloud Key Lifer deal, where they got a ton of licenses, which because they got through me, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to help find them customers as well. And and it is just step by step, but don't go off on the tangent doing tons of different things. You have to be focused. That's why I've got my whiteboard on the most important things I've got to get done between now and when we launch the Black Friday deal. And we will be only running it on Black Friday, because with the problem with Black Friday nowadays, last year because of lockdown, it was Black Friday month, the whole month of Black Friday. I mean, it's beyond a joke. Now in the UK, I don't know about the USA, but the UK, it's Black Friday week. So it's a whole week of Black Friday deals on Amazon and places like that. It's like, no, you should have, Black Friday weekend, fair enough. But to ruin it to a whole week, in my opinion, it's just overstretching it personally. And I think sometimes you have to cut things back a bit, and something else that annoys me, that these companies do a deal on Black Friday, right? And then they either do a better deal on Cyber Monday, or it's the other way around. And you say, so which one should I buy? So when we release our deal on Black Friday, it will be the only deal we're doing. So so if you think to yourself, oh, I might wait till Cyber Monday to get a better deal. No.
No, in fact, if we do anything on Cyber Monday, it'll be a different deal. It might be similar, but it'll be a different deal.
Yeah. Or unless enough people keep messaging us and annoying me, or messages just going, hey, we missed the Black Friday deal. Right, we at the very most we might reopen the Black Friday deal on the Cyber Monday if there's enough requests to do it. But if there isn't, we'll leave it shut. But after Cyber Monday, then it goes to the standard DFY deal, and that when you go to the page and it redirects to the DFY page, that then you've missed out, plain and simple. So, and we're not doing it for scarcity. We want to do it because we want to be fair for those that trusted us, took action, and came in on that deal. And that's the idea behind it. It's fair, isn't it, Robert?
It's fair enough. It's going to be a super good deal. That's all. That's all that matters.
I've got to find now the goodbye video. Now the 30-second, what I call the 30-second switch video, because I forgot to line it up.
But everybody enjoy your holidays, your Thanksgivings, and also, we're going to stay on and we're going to talk about more in-depth stuff in the Inner Circle. So if you haven't joined the Inner Circle yet, you should consider it.
And by the way, Mr. Steve, no, you have to buy your own cookies unless you're talking about computer cookies. Right. See everyone on all the other channels next week, and we're now switching over to the Inner Circle only. So while they're leaving, we'll start talking about the Inner Circle Black Friday deal, and it's super exciting.